How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today we are changing up the Mustang once again. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. My girlfriend wasn't happy with the exhaust when I surprised her with it last time, so I gotta make it right. It was just a little too loud for her taste. So this is her Mustang right here. We wrapped it with Nardo gray wrap. It's California car cover. This is the greatest car covers ever. I'm not sure if I have a discount code for you guys. I will check in my emails, but I use their car covers all the time and I love them. I'll show you guys what the car looks like. It's been sitting under there for about a week now and it probably still looks brand new. Anyways, like I said previously, she wasn't too happy with how loud the Pipes exhaust made it. Sounds good, just a little bit too loud for her street driving. So today we are gonna go to Mike's Performance Exhaust and we are going to install an exhaust system that will be the best of both worlds. We will have the capabilities of going super loud and going super quiet. So let's unwrap this Christmas present and let's head out. Also, let's see how dirty it is. It's like I said, I covered it about a week ago. There we go. Looks brand new. What'd you say, Mammy? You saw my butt crack?
Huh?
You saw my butt crack?
Yeah.
Was it juicy?
It was hairy.
Oh, that's pleasant. Anyways, yeah, car cover doing its job. Car looks great. If you want to protect your paint, protect your interior, protect your car, I recommend getting a California car cover. Anyways, I'm gonna unwrap it and let's listen to how loud this exhaust is. All right, let's listen to this thing cold start. Fucking loud. Oh my god. I'm gonna move away up here so you guys can hear me, and even then it still might be too loud. But yeah, the Pipes exhaust it's pretty loud. I think it's a great exhaust. I love how it sounds, but for her application it just might be too loud. When we go to the track, oh, 100% we're slapping this thing on so everybody can hear us going around the track. But for their street touring or whatever they labeled it, it is just a little bit too loud. Maybe the resonator we should have kept in, but their off-road X pipe and their mufflers, it's a nice combination of sound but a lot of volume. But yeah, once it simmers down, it's not too bad. See, this is how it sounds when it's idling. It'll probably get a little quieter than this, but it's still a little loud. Anyways, let's head out. Another benefit to the car covers, it feels nice and cool in here, so I don't feel like everything is gonna burn me, so that's great. Guys, go buy a car cover. Do yourself a favor. I'm gonna give you guys a little demonstration of what the inside sounds like. By no means is it like too loud, but it is loud in here. Like, you definitely hear the exhaust. There's some drone. Again, it's not bad. It's not like, oh shit, I want my car to be loud but not be loud on the inside. Like that's not the issue. I'm just letting you guys know what it's like with this exhaust so we can compare it to afterwards. Because I have a feeling some people are gonna think, oh, he's talking smack about Pipes. Now, I like the Pipes exhaust. It's just a little loud for her taste. So we're almost there now. You can kind of hear what the drone sounds like on the freeway. You can also see LA out that way. I don't know if you guys can see it because of my lens, but this is what it sounds like. 60 miles an hour in auto. It's not unbearable by any means. So yeah, we'll see what they have planned for this muffler system. Either way, I know it's gonna be nice. Here we go, we've made it to Mike's Performance Exhaust. Mike's Performance Exhaust is located in the LA area. They actually have a couple locations. They invited me out to have this universal valvetronic exhaust installed on the S650. I told them the car was just a little too loud for the street. They said they knew just the thing. They have a wide selection of exhaust tips, obviously ranging from some kind of goofy ones to some more streetable stock looking ones, which is the ones that I went with. But if you want some that look like hearts, they got it. If you want some that look like diamonds, I'm sure they have that too. They have carbon fiber tips, they have forged carbon fiber tips, they have gold tips, chrome tips, black tips. They have everything. Angle tips. I wanted something that looked stock but still tasteful, so I went ahead and went with some quad tips. It's just what the Mustang needs. Honestly, it's 2024. I don't know why it didn't come with these, but these are the ones that I picked out. Just a nice quad tip exhaust. Quad tips look great. They have a few different options for quad tips as well if you want some with a little bit more of an angle cut, a little bit less. They have a bunch of different styles, so with whatever your application is, they're gonna have just the exhaust tip for you. So here it is up in the air. So we're debating on cutting the muffler right here just to use their pipe that already lines up pretty well. If not, then we'll make something, but it might be our best bet just to cut it right there, and then we'll line up the muffler and then deal with the tips last. Obviously a little cherry on top, but the rest of the exhaust looks great. I do need to flip this bracket or this clamp a little bit. I need to rotate that, but everything else still looks really good. We still have the stock cats, which are massive. They're like twice as big as the ZR1 cats, but yeah, everything else looks really good under here. They're going to town right there. We're gonna unbox the valvetronic. This is their universal muffler, correct?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. So the mufflers themselves aren't massive, which is great. This allows you to use them in multiple different applications, but you have a single inlet, which side is the inlet? This side?
Yeah, inlet down, outlet down.
Okay. So you got a single inlet, and then you got a valve in here to which you can quiet it down or make it louder, whatever your heart desires. Obviously, we need two for this car. But yeah, this is like, honestly, if you have strict police, if you have just a car that you want to be able to daily drive, this is the smartest way to do it. You got to get a valve exhaust. That way you don't get harassed or anything. And it's also just nice to your neighbors. Your neighbors are going to appreciate you if you run an exhaust like this. So the way the valves work on this, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but it's all vacuum. It has its own pump and it runs off a vacuum. And this is going to allow it to just run a lot smoother, and you're not going to have any wiring issues. It comes with everything that you need, and it pulls vacuum on its own independent thing, so you don't got to run wires and cables throughout the whole car. It's going to all be its own module, its own system. It just needs power from a battery, and you're good to go. So he already chopped one out. He has one more to go, and then we're going to start mocking up just to see how these will fit there. But honestly, it surprised me how small the mufflers are, so it's going to be still pretty loud, but nowhere near as loud as, you know, straight pipe or these mufflers. I think it's gonna have a real nice sound with these. All right, guys, here we go, lowering it down. Dude, it looks so good. Oh my God. It's such a night and day difference. Like, I don't know why Ford sells it with single tips, unless you get the performance pack exhaust. It looks so much better with quad tips, and these are perfect. Like, slight angles to them, a little bit of an offset. It looks perfect. God, it looks so good. Now we just gotta see how it sounds. All right, we're gonna get the first startup right here. We're gonna hear it. Not sure if it's open or closed yet.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, way better. There we go. Now that's open. God damn. Jesus. Dude, yeah, that is a way better exhaust note. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds so good. Oh my God. Even with the valves closed, it sounded good, but with it open, dude, that sounds proper now. That sounds like a proper Coyote.
Go for it, Daddy.
I'm already in love. This has to be potentially the greatest exhaust ever, and it's not even a hyperbole. Being able to switch on and off your exhaust, I know that they're not the first people to do this, but being able to do that is nice. So this is the quiet mode. I'll just let you guys listen really quick. We're in auto too. It's quiet. It's like a stock car. Like, it sounds great. It's not intrusive by any means. and then I go ahead and I open the switch, and it's definitely louder. And if we go to manual mode, it sounds good. Like, it sounds really good. It is not droney at all. I was concerned of drone noise. It is not obnoxious. It's like a nice designed muffler. It has a good sound to it. So I'll actually roll down the window when this light turns green, and we'll get a little clip in me in manual mode, just kind of slow, not wide open throttle, but me just slowly kind of, you know, ringing out the gears a little bit so you guys could hear it. It's definitely a lot more tame. Like, before I was not able to drive in these gears for this long without it being like, you know, a straight piped 5.0. And for the street, it's just, I couldn't do that. Downshifts sound great too. I love these downshifts. Woo-hoo! Woo! So I actually came really quick to get some food after we eat. I haven't had anything all day. After we eat, we're going to go ahead and do some flybys and some audio tests and see just how good she sounds. All right, guys, so here it is back home outside. And I mean, dude, they honestly, with the installation, knocked it out of the park. Like, they measured like 10 times to make sure it was even on both sides. They cut this by hand, as you guys saw, and we're just super meticulous with just making sure that it looked good and OEM, and it does. And I mean, it's perfect. The tips stick out just enough to make it look right. I'm honestly super happy with how it looks. Mammy hasn't seen it yet. She's at work, so I'm not sure if her reaction will be in this video because I'm trying to have this up ASAP. I'm gonna take the car to Nitrous Supply right now. We're gonna go get some clips, some flybys, some exhaust, just noises. We want to see how this compares to the exhaust that was on it before. I'm honestly really impressed so far with the sound of it. I like the tone. It sounds good. It's nice, and it's not super raspy, which is something that these Coyotes are known for. You straight pipe them and they get really loud, really raspy, and it just doesn't sound all that good. This is a nice sound. But yeah, let me go ahead and start it up, and let's see how it sounds with the valves closed. Look at that. Look at that. It still sounds right. Like, it still sounds good. It's definitely still louder than stock, I think, but we also removed the middle resonator when we did the pipes exhaust, so that makes sense. But it's got a nice little growl to it, but by no means is anyone gonna get upset that this thing is this loud. So far, I'm gonna say this is probably my favorite mod that we've done to the S650. So let's go ahead and let's head out and let's go get some exhaust clips. Sounded pretty feminine.
Yeah, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
All right, let's open the valve. Sounds good.
Pretty good.
How does it sound from the outside?
Definitely more awake. It's honestly pretty quiet. Like,
yeah,
it's not like loud. It's not.
No, I think it's like
quiet,
perfect.
though.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like you could tell it's modified, but it's not like, look at me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's subtle. It's not like those. It's not like the Mustang at home.
Nah,
you know?
it's like the opposite of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, I could not tell you just how happy I am with how it came out. Like, appearance-wise, I will say 10 out of 10. Sound-wise, it's not too loud and it's not too quiet. And the ability to switch it from quiet to loud is just game-changing. This is the first time I've had a car that allows you to do that. So I'm honestly like super stoked because it just brings the daily drivable factor like up tenfold of this car, especially in SoCal. Like, the last thing I want is for me or Mammy to be driving and then this thing gets like state refed or some lame shit. Even though you can't modify the car because the ECU is locked, this is a nice touch that allows it to still have that daily drivable factor and sound great when you want it to. And I love how it sounds. I think the mufflers sound great on this thing. Like, it sounds like a nice tone for the Coyote. The Coyotes tend to be a little bit raspy, and like Mammy said before with the pipes exhaust, she said it sounded almost like a 370Z, and I'll throw in a couple clips.
Very like high pitch.
Yeah, well, that's
Like not as deep.
that's
That felt fast.
But I mean, that's full-on Race X pipe with those pipes mufflers. I think with the factory resonator and the pipes muffler, it sounded great, but doing the full system was just a little bit too much. So anyways, guys, I'm really happy with it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you guys think it sounds better than the pipe system? Comment your thoughts down below. Big shout out to Team MPE, Mike's Performance Exhaust, for hooking it up, and Valvetronic. Without either of them, this wouldn't have been possible. So I will link all of their socials down below. If you guys are in the SoCal area and need exhaust work done, go to Mike's Performance Exhaust. And if you just want a good sounding exhaust, get Valvetronic. I was highly skeptical before this video, and I could even show you DMs saying that I was a little skeptical. But after actually having it on the car, I'm sold on it. I think it's a game changer for sure. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe, and until next video, peace.